Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another videos. The paid request this time for Masi. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, Maisie said to review the trailer for Mufasa the Lion King, but I haven't even seen it yet, so I figured I would just do a reaction. I won't be showing the trailer because copyright's always a pain, but I figure I will watch it, react to it, and then talk about it. Now, Brad, before I watch this, I'm sitting there going, well, why is this even a thing? A Mufasa movie? Like a prequel? But then you look at The Lion King from 2019, it made $1.6 billion. However, whatever people want to feel about that movie, it still made $1.6 billion, which I have no idea why it made that much money. Because I looked at the trailer, I'm sitting there going, so this is the animated film, only more awkward looking, and it's live action, but everything's CGI. So, well, how much of it is in live action when everything's in CGI? And you could just watch The Lion King, which looks better. You can watch that at home, but apparently, $1.6 billion worth of people did. Has a 6.8 on IMDb, so there are people who do like the film. I don't. Just to be, I'm like, just go watch the original. This is pointless. I mean, I guess you could say this is more of their original movie, because there's never been a Mufasa prequel. Oh, spoiler, he's gonna die, because he don't grow up, he don't be teen, then he's gonna be dead. What's that? It's a prequel about Scar's life? I guess this would be part of that. But let's pause the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Of course, you have the music of the Lion King, as they would. Narration, the story begins. Yeah, the birds, the zebra, a lion was born. A lion was born, no nobility in his blood. From Academy Award winner Barry Jenkins. What did he win? What the hell did he win it for? I mean, just kind of random scenes. I don't know. It just kind of showed a bunch of random scenes. So apparently, Aaron Pierre, Kelvin Harrison Jr., John Candy, Seth Rogen, Billy Eichner, Donald Glover, Tandy Newton, Mads Mikkelsen, Beyonce, really? December 20th. I don't know, I'm sitting there going, it's a teaser, so they don't want to just give the story away. Although, again, I don't know how much of a story to give away where you already know. That's my issue with prequels. I'm not a big prequel guy. Very, very few prequels I enjoy. I mean, Missing in Action to the Beginning, I enjoy. That's a prequel. Because, I mean, that wasn't supposed to be a prequel. That was supposed to be the first one. And Missing in Action 1 was supposed to be the second film, but they saw both films because they were made back to back, and they thought that the second film was the better film, so they made that the first film. And the first film, they made that the second one, aka a prequel. But, I mean, I'm sure there are other few exceptions. I mean, I guess technically Temple of Doom is a prequel, Indiana Jones, because it takes place a few years before Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, again, if that's technically a prequel, that's a good one. But the reason I have not a whole lot of interest in prequels is because, obviously, You know where it's leading up to. You know the finale of the story. Now, yes, you see films and you say it's predictable or you assume where it's going. It's one thing to assume, it's one thing to hope, it's another thing to know 100% where it ends with all the gritty details. Like, you know Mufasa's going to be the king. You know he's going to have a son named Simba. You know he's going to die because Scar's a dick and a prick. Like, you know where this is all going. So, it's not like you don't be worried that he's going to die or anything else is going to happen. Or anything. I mean, and when you watch it, a lot of it just seems reminiscent of the original Lion King. And it's still that it's live action, but everything is CGI. So, is it truly live action? Part of you just wonder why this wasn't just a Pixar movie, because it would look more consistently better, where everything's animated and you can really punch up the colors. Here it's like, okay, the backgrounds and the sky could be real, but everything in between is CG, so it's trying to be this, if not uncanny valley, but this kind of weird mix of the two where you don't really buy anything happen on screen because just a bunch of computer graphics running around a real field. Barry Jenkins, I don't know who the hell Barry Jenkins is. Apparently he won an Academy Award, but for what? Barry Jenkins. What the hell did he win an Academy Award for? Moonlight? He did Moonlight? Yeah, I guess he did Moonlight. I guess. Didn't see Moonlight. Didn't care to see Moonlight. The hell? And okay, they're jump on hippos because they're dicks. The hippos are like, leave my bats alone. Crocodiles are being chased by them. He's look up at the sky and kind of similar to the original where, which I always think of now, the Simpsons reference, this is CNN. I am your father. With all the James Earl Jones stuff in the sky. I always think of this, again, the Simpsons reference to that. Them running around the... Obviously don't show Mufasa as a cub going to a grown adult. I guess Timon and Pumbaa's going to be in this as well, and you see one of them going up to attack a lion. So I guess they're back and they're going to be in here, and it shows, well, they got more of a connection than you thought. They actually knew Simba's dad before all this and all this stuff. And try to have like the action hero slow-mo movement. Mufasa, the Lion King. Again, it looks as uninteresting as the first. I mean, you just say at least it's not gonna copy and paste. Well, I get maybe in a way it is. It just be unofficially copying and pasting. This is a movie that people didn't ask for. It's a movie that people didn't go, I yearn to see the origins of Mufasa. But again, the reason they're making it is because the previous one made $1.6 billion. When they see that much money, even if they could get a 2/3 of that, or maybe even, I don't know what the budget will be, if they get a semblance of that, then they'll be all good and well box office wise. And they're hoping that the kids would want their parents to take them there, and maybe that will be the case. I don't know what the competition will be in December. I'm just looking at the comments. Without a drop of nobility, so this movie literally retcons Mufasa's whole conversation with Simba, making him the first king of the Pride Lands. Would have been cool to see this as hand-drawn animation in the style of the original Lion King. That would have been more intriguing. I wish they were making this movie in their classic 2D animation style. Yeah, that actually would be a bit more intriguing. It would just look more visually pleasing than just this live action, but everything is CGI, so it's not really live action. I just don't like that look. I didn't like that look in the previous film. I don't like that look in this. It's not aesthetically pleasing to me. Without a drop of nobility, totally retconning Mufasa's speech with Simba. So a lot of people, I didn't pick up on that, but yeah. So in this universe, Timon and Pumbaa were there the whole time. Disney, tell me you're out of ideas without telling me you're out of ideas. Spoilers, Star betrays Mufasa and he dies. Exactly. People are saying it should be the origin story of Star. Maybe that would be more intriguing, especially if you get the right voice actor for it. Maybe. Because with Mufasa, it's going to be somewhat of a similar story of a cub being playful, trying to understand his way of the world, growing stronger, growing more confident, more brave, and then becoming a teen, just like Simba. Ah, yes, the famous snowy, icy winters of Central Africa. That's true. I mean, I was thinking of that, but I'm hoping they somewhat explain that. I would think they wouldn't be that stupid. But again, I'm like, does Africa have a lot of snowy, icy caverns and stuff? I would like to hope they're not that stupid, and maybe there's something I don't know. There's something that I going over my dumb bald head. So you tell me that Mufasa survived all this and died in a wildebeest stampede? That's true. He's like this big action hero doing all this crazy stuff, and then he just dies. Do do do. To the Price is Right. How does a movie 3 years ago look better than this? Yeah, I mean that was 1994. So damn, that is 30 years. Yeah, it does look better than this, just visually. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people in the comments being highly excited about this. Live action, actually all CGI. Cashing on nostalgia, fan service instead of telling a satisfying story. Multiple A-list celebrities with little to no voice acting experience instead of just hiring voice actors. New original songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Who the hell is that? This has to be the most modern Disney thing I've ever seen. 130,000 dislikes and 70,000 likes. This was from 9 hours ago. Yeah, because there is a way I guess you can see the dislikes. I don't know what that is. Like how that... Yeah. Sure, why be original when you have a comfortable IP that made over $1 billion that you could milk out of? Does Disney needs money, and they need stuff to hopefully be a hit. Like I said, I was surprised the previous one made over $1 billion. They're hoping even if 800 million, 700 million, if it approached that, at least hopefully get them some money for their piggy bank. I'm sure they're still, if their amusement parks are doing well enough, they can still count on that. But their movies, they've been losing a lot of money thanks to recent Marvel, recent Star Wars, all that stuff. Indiana Jones, 5 bombing. So, original material is too much of a risk. It's not. Although nowadays this stuff isn't guaranteed either, but they're hoping that the kid audience will sucker their parents enough, and maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work, but will it be a good movie? Doesn't look like it to me. Looks crappy. Kind of curious, like, of other comments on this. And like I say, just lame as hell. I mean, it's hard for me to get mad and angry and upset because, like I said, I did not even like the previous one. It has that same ugly look. They're using the music to really catch the nostalgia vibe. I heard later on he grows up, has a son, gets betrayed by his brother, and dies. I heard that too. Yeah, that's true. I heard that too. A lot of people say I'm surprised they didn't make a movie about Star. They love to make movies about misunderstood villains nowadays. Yeah, that's true. Is it me or were we stuck in a loop? It's not just you. Spoiler, Mufasa dies. That has a big spoiler. Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa apparently is in this. Cause yet I saw Seth Rogen's name. I'm like, and then went back. Oh, I guess that is. Yeah, I guess they are in this as well. Of course, like R2D2 and C3PO in the prequels of Star Wars. Ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog 3's coming out around that time. That's right. Oh no, Sonic 3 may be. Well, okay, that is the thing though. That's two audiences of the kids. But on the flip side, Sonic the Hedgehog films never made $1 billion. The previous Lion King did. So we'll see. Maybe the people who saw that and people who liked it, they'll go into this property, or they'll be like, you know what? Screw it, I'll go see Sonic. Guess we'll wait and see. Unless one of them blinks and moves. This is the first. This is going to be dope. That's like the first positive one I've seen. Everyone else is like, why? Why? Why do we need it? What? Why? LL, nah, I'm good. Narnia is the best movie. This is gonna suck. Impossible for original scripts nowadays. Cash Rap BS. What? So there's a few. What's legit? What's legit about it? Legitimately shitty? I'm excited for this. Lions are my favorite animals. The true warriors of the animal kingdom. Then go watch a documentary on lions. You don't need to see this. But if he's excited about it, fine. Let's like a pile of piss. That yawn pretty much fits the bill. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now. Disney. I wish someone would just buy them out. It's not going to happen, but damn, man. Just stop making movies. Stop producing for a while, please, Disney. Well, I guess I thank you. Thank you for the content. So keep doing it, Disney. Give people on YouTube better content and more content. So Congrats on that. Later.